Donald Trump is attempting to sell a lie that Chicago is overwhelmed with violence and terror in order to justify deploying U.S. troops onto the streets of that city. But the reality is there is not a big violent mayhem in Chicago, but there are residents getting disappeared off the street by ICE. MSNBC correspondent Jacob Soboroff is on the ground in Chicago and today witnessed the aftermath of a woman getting snatched by masked Customs and Border Patrol officers and put into an unmarked vehicle. And this video you're about to see was taken by a neighbor who was also on the scene when this happened.
Señora, no tiene que decirles nada, si tiene papeles.
Hey, ciudadana americana.
Yes, I am. What's your badge
number? Are you a
number?
United States citizen?
I am. Are you?
Okay, I'm going to need you to stay away from here.
Okay.
All right.
Señora, ¿cómo se llama?
Hey.
Señora, ¿cómo se llama?
No está impidiendo la investigación.
Señora, ¿cómo se llama? Para decirle a su familia. Don't touch me. You're not allowed to touch me. Señora, ¿cómo se llama? Dígame su nombre. Dígame su nombre. Look at guys. Look at this fascist right here. Señora, dígame su nombre. Grítelo.
She's in.
¡Grítalo otra vez! ¡Grítalo! ¡ICE está aquí! ¡No salgan! ¡ICE está aquí! ¡No salgan!
Joining me now from the Broadview Detention Center outside of Chicago is MSNBC senior national correspondent Jacob Soboroff. Jacob, you have a follow-up update, as I understand it, from the arrest video we just played. Tell us more about that.
Jen, since I was on that street and after that apprehension happened, we have learned that woman's name is Maricela Rosales. She is 53 years old. She has been in the United States since arriving here from Mexico 30 years ago. She has a family, and tonight she's here inside the Broadview Detention Center, and we know that because, as we were reporting earlier today, on the street in Cicero, Illinois, a young woman came up to me and said, "I'm looking for my mother. I haven't seen her, and I fear she might have been detained by ICE." Her name is Samantha, and I pulled out my phone to show her some of the video that we had, and I want to show you a little bit of what happened next. Watch this.
Señora, ¿cómo se llama? Para decirle a su familia. Don't touch me. You're not allowed to touch me. Señora, ¿cómo se llama? Dígame su nombre.
We can stop if you want.
Dígame su nombre.
Stop.
Look at guys. Look at this fascist right here.
That's her. It's her.
I'm so sorry to be the one to show you this picture of your mother. What's it like for you to see her there with her ponytail and her backpack and her pink sweatpants, talking to these guys with guns and masks and their bulletproof vests?
I mean, based off her facial expression, she looks ready to cry. And that saddens me because she just wanted to go to the store. She was going to make some albóndigas, which is basically a meatball stew.
She just wanted to go make a meatball stew.
To the supermarket. Yeah, a meatball stew. A meatball stew, Jen.
It's so powerful to see this, Jacob, and you're so tireless on the ground. I know you also have video of CBP officers appear to be harassing someone who was filming them on the street shortly before Maricela was arrested. The Chicago Tribune reported that federal agents have pointed weapons at people recording. We've only seen what we see on video, but when you talk to residents of these Chicago neighborhoods, how do they feel? I mean, are they terrified? I mean, I would be.
Don't take it from me, Jen. Let's watch the video. This is what happened in the moments before Maricela was actually apprehended by the Border Patrol. And this was a video taken by another community member. Check this out.
Do you guys have any identification on you?
Yeah, you see it. It's on our vest.
Do you guys have a badge number or a name?
No, you don't need all that.
I don't need. Why don't I need any of that?
You have ID on you?
Do you guys need my ID? What's the reason for stopping me?
What's the reason for following us, honking your horn?
You guys are going through a neighborhood and you guys are stopping people on the street with no reason.
Well, I suggest you stop following us, all right? Otherwise, we're going to arrest you for impeding your order.
I'm not impeding anything
we're
right
letting
now.
you know this is the first warning and last warning.
Okay.
You got that?
What are your guys' names?
This right here.
This is what's happening in the streets of Chicago, all around Cook County and in the Chicagoland area. And the folks that they're going after are not the worst of the worst. And I cannot say that more unequivocally and clearly enough. Maricela was going, as we talked about, to buy meat to make a stew. October 31st, Halloween, would be her 54th birthday. Samantha, her daughter, told us she wanted to buy her perfume for that birthday, and she was saving up until she was paid with this paycheck from her job in order to go and do that. Now what Samantha is doing is trying to find her mom inside this facility after those very agents picked her up off the street today. Jen.
There's been reporting today, of course, that there's more coming tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I'm sure you'll be reporting for us. I remember in LA, when you were reporting from the ground, people sort of were staying in their homes. They weren't going to work. People were afraid of going to school or going out into the community at all. Are you seeing the same thing happen in these communities in Chicago?
Oh, yeah, there's an absolute chilling effect. I was just actually checking my Instagram direct messages, and someone messaged me and said, hey, I was taking a run earlier today while you were interviewing those people, and I ran right by you. I also saw down the street ICE agents in a particular vehicle engaged in another operation. And the message is basically that people are terrified. Their daily activities are being interrupted by armed and masked federal agents on the street. You don't have to wait for the National Guard here to see militarized federal policing on the streets of Chicago. It is already happening in a city that is largely peaceful. Nobody's saying that there aren't violent parts of the city and that violent crime doesn't happen just like they do in red and blue cities and states all across the country. But what local leadership is saying here is give us the resources and we will handle those problems with grants to do community-based policing. We don't need troops on our streets. And we don't even need to wait for the National Guard because those troops are already here. That's why Governor Pritzker said in that press conference yesterday, as you highlighted before the break, that he believes this is a pretext for invoking the Insurrection Act and having troops all across the country, Jen.
Jacob Soboroff, so important to see what's going on the ground. Thank you so much for joining us from Chicago.
Thanks.